There is a law that governs the entire fabric of existence, a law so silent, so unseen, that most men and women go through their entire lives never once realizing that it was there all along, shaping every twist of their destiny. This law does not speak in words. It does not come announced with trumpets, nor does it ask for your permission to operate. It simply is, and whether you choose to acknowledge its presence or remain blind to its influence, it does not matter. For the law does not bend for ignorance, and it does not pause for rebellion. It continues tirelessly, like the turning of the earth on its axis, or the endless pull of gravity that holds the planets in place. This law is what Napoleon Hill, in his profound wisdom, called the Cosmic Habitforce. And today, as we peel back the layers of mystery surrounding this strange and magnificent principle, you will come to see why Hill declared it to be not just important, but unbreakable, a force that operates at the very core of human existence, as immutable as the law of cause and effect itself. Asterisk, before we understand what this force is, let us understand why it matters so deeply. For in the grand theater of life, every triumph you have ever celebrated, every defeat you have ever mourned, every habit that has propelled you toward greatness, and every flaw that has chained you to mediocrity, they are not mere accidents. They are outcomes of this invisible law in action. It is the reason why the poor remain poor and the rich grow richer, why the disciplined rise and the careless fall. And it is the reason why, no matter how hard you try to defy it, you find yourself repeating patterns again and again, as if some unseen hand were guiding you back to the familiar grooves carved by your past actions. This is not coincidence. This is cosmic habit force at work. But what exactly is this law? In the simplest terms, cosmic habit force is the universal principle by which habits once formed take on a life of their own and begin to govern behavior, thought, and ultimately destiny. It is the natural law that converts repetition into permanence, thought into character, and action into destiny. Napoleon Hill explained that when you repeat a thought or an action long enough, you impress it upon your subconscious mind, and through that, you set into motion an energy that becomes self-perpetuating. Over time, it becomes so deeply ingrained that it operates without conscious effort, like a river carving its way through stone. It shapes the landscape of your life in ways you cannot easily reverse. Now, why did Hill call it unbreakable? Because, much like the law of gravity or the law of cause and effect, cosmic habit force does not discriminate. It does not favor the good over the bad, the wise over the foolish, the successful over the unsuccessful. It is impersonal, impartial, and relentless. If you feed it with positive thoughts, it will ingrain those into your being and lead you toward success. If you feed it with fear, doubt, and negativity, it will ingrain those as well, and your life will spiral downward, not because fate is cruel, but because the law fulfilled its duty perfectly. There is no escape from this law, just as there is no escape from the force of gravity when you leap from a cliff. To attempt to live without understanding, it is to gamble blindly with the most precious resource. You have your life itself. Think about it. Every great invention, every towering empire, every personal success story that has ever graced the pages of history, behind them all is the quiet, persistent action of habit turning into cosmic momentum. Thomas Edison did not simply wake up one day and invent the light bulb. No, he repeated experiment after experiment thousands of times until his persistence became automatic. His thought patterns, his actions, his very identity merged into a single force that no obstacle could derail. That force was none other than cosmic habit force at work. And by the same token, consider the tragic stories of those who allowed destructive habits, alcohol, laziness, self-doubt to dominate their lives. For them too, the law worked with equal precision, drawing them deeper and deeper into the gravitational pool of failure, until escape became nearly impossible. This is why Napoleon Hill wrote that cosmic habit force is the most powerful law of all for it is the mechanism through which all other principles operate. You may know the law of attraction, the law of cause and effect, the principle of definiteness of purpose, but without the sustaining power of habit, without the momentum that cosmic habit force provides, no success can endure. For what is success but the repetition of right actions? And what is failure but the repetition of wrong ones? Both are born of habit. Both are cemented by this law. And both, once set in motion, carry a momentum that can last a lifetime. Man beyond. In the chapters that follow, we will journey deep into this principle not as passive observers, but as active participants seeking to harness its power. For if you master this law, you master the very mechanism of your destiny. If you ignore it, it will master you. The choice, as always, is yours.